American 1894, by the runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear to go 23 right, American 1894.
November 995, Foxtrot Golf, Raleigh Tower, turn left heading 160, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff. The wind is 1607. Alaska, 572, Raleigh Tower, apply the runway heading, runway 23 right, cleared for takeoff.
Apply runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, Alaska 572.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday Eve.
American 1894.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Good evening. Hope everybody's had a wonderful work week. It's been very, very busy for your host. As we get started here, remember, smash the like button on the way in. 150 likes by the bottom of the hour. Hopefully. We've got Alaska 572 back to Seattle. Coming at us right now.
Raleigh Tower, runway 23
Good day.
right,
This is a good way to start the show with Alaska. By the way,
November 5, Foxtrot Golf, contact departure.
Air France is here tonight. If you guys were watching the show Tuesday, no Air France on Tuesday. No clue why. Somebody said the schedule changed, but apparently not. Not yet. Given the fact that we see Air France at A350. Yeah, we're back on the 2-3s tonight. I got a friend of mine coming in from Miami tonight. Speaking of which, I need to send him a link to the show. Whether or not he'll watch it or not, I don't know. And I've been in contact with him all day. He's on the right side of the plane tonight. We needed him to be on the left side, but he's on the right side, so no such luck on a flashlight moment. Man, I need all these clouds to the south to make their way this way and cover up this obnoxiously hot sun. Looking at a heat index of 101 degrees this afternoon. According to my cell phone, it's like 90 plus out here. So a hot afternoon, kind of breezy, not too bad. So, again, I don't know who all bought, I don't have the list on me right now, but I don't know who all bought merch the other night. Channel members bought some merch, but it seemed like some of y'all didn't use the code that we have available. So we do have that merch code for our channel members.
9 right turn, Alpha 4, contact ground, we'll see it.
But some pretty good good sales on merch. Again, if you guys are interested in merch, of course, go check that out. That is in the link in the description. Why is this acting up? Boy, the internet's really, really bad tonight. Once again, bouncing all around. Let's see if we can hook up the old cell phone here and see if it does any better. And for whatever reason, the internet is all over the place once again. If I get a severe thunderstorm, well, I'll be done, because I was looking at the weather. It didn't say that we were going to have any storms, but I am not. It's got like 15%. It's going to be cloudy, according to this. Oh, they're going to stay off to the west of us, so hopefully that'll continue on that way so that we're not put out this evening. Thank you, Brad 737. I would love to come up to Detroit. I'm sure it's a little bit cooler up there, not much, I'm sure. Speaking of weather, we're getting ready to go back into a stupid heat deal for the next week or two. So I'm going to switch internets here real quick. I want to see if it's the network or if it's just our internet acting weird. So be patient. Going to encounter a quick buffer here as we shift internets real fast. I was just texting Miss Carolina. It has nothing to do with the internet, but I was talking about a new computer. All right, ready? You're going to encounter a buffer here for just a second. I don't know what is going on with this, but we'll see if this. All right, we should be back. Let's see if that holds steady. If that'll hold steady, we may end up sticking with the cell phone tonight until I can figure out, once again, what is going on with the internet. We're going to work on that. Big show coming up for you guys this weekend in Charlotte. Going to be down there a couple of days, just as another reminder. So we will be leaving here sometime early Saturday morning to head to Charlotte. Be on the lookout for the shows. I should be having one, if not both of those, set up by tomorrow evening. So be aware, Charlotte coming up this weekend. Boy, monitoring the KBPs is insane. Are you going to stabilize right there? It's, I don't know. I'm ready for cold weather season. Are you guys ready for cold weather season? I definitely am ready for cold weather.
Raleigh Tower, follow the runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
So we can crank up the quality of this show. The cold weather does it best. Got to work on putting a dent in our computer fund too. That is one thing this show needs to. Is a new computer. Will it help the internet? Absolutely not. Will cold weather help? Absolutely. For the show. Dang, an early rotation for this American Eagle.
Raleigh Tower, good evening, runway 23 right, clearance.
Brickyard 9934, runway heading, contact departure, hold 10.
Departure, Brickyard 9934, 2.
Oh yeah, that cloud can stick around because now it cooled the breeze down just a little bit. All right, so Air France is here. We're trying to use our cell phone here. We're going to try to see if that will make a little bit of a difference. If obviously, if that doesn't make a difference, we know it's the
Delta 25,
airport
21,
somewhere.
runway heading runway 23 right.
An antenna somewhere around the airport is not doing what it's supposed to do. It definitely could, Joshua. Hopefully, we'll be around long enough to be able to see that. Hopefully, it does. I would love to see RDU become a hub for some European flights. So we got Delta coming up next. Possible A321. Can't tell at that distance. So, since I'm going to run the cell phone, I don't know how much I will run the flight radar. Again, we're gonna try to work on the internet on the way down to Charlotte on Saturday morning. But like I said, we definitely have a show in Charlotte. The internet performs way better in Charlotte usually anyway. But we're gonna go in and make sure that we didn't mess something up, or it had an update, a firmware update. That's an A220. It had a firmware update. I'm hoping that didn't mess up our internet, our router. Because if y'all remember the sound quality issues we were having, that was because Windows had an update and it messed up everything. So you never know, these updates can mess up a lot of stuff. Nice departure for that Delta A220. I'm going to say Delta 2521 is off to... Let's find out, shall we? Not available. That A220-100 though, 7 years of age, delivered back in 2019. They're more than likely, given that it's a 100, they're off to Boston. Delta 1407 coming in from Detroit, Michigan up next. 1 hour and 12 minutes for the A319. 25 years of age for this A319, delivered back in April of 2001.
Takeoff, no delay, traffic's about a 6 mile final runway 32, proceed kill outbound.
Yes, there is a military unit here in RDU. It is over on the other side. I almost debated on doing a show over there tonight. There's plenty of parking. But you wouldn't have as much of this side. You'd still have the arrivals and the departures. Be willing to bet that we go to Charlotte this weekend and we'll be able to crank up the settings and you guys will be able to watch an absolutely spectacular 4K show in Charlotte. Need to get in contact with service providers and be like, hey, y'all need to fix some towers or something out here towards the airport. It's not that congested. Again, that one from Detroit, Michigan, Delta 1407.
Clear for takeoff, traffic 5 out. Runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff, that is 1769.
I was off to Minneapolis. Used to be the Delta A220 was always headed to Boston. So they've changed some things around. You get used to certain flights, and that's, you know, what you get used to. Speaking of flights, we've got United coming up. Boy, I hope we don't get hit with any of that rain. I thought, man, it's not going to rain tonight, looking at the weather, but you guys have seen how wrong the weather is around here. It's not going to rain, and then it comes a downpour. Like, what are you talking about? Nice departure for United. You can see the weather off to the south. We've got an arrival coming up. We have Delta 2782. Now this one's coming from Boston, by the way. So there you go. So Delta 2782 coming in from Boston, Mass. This is a 737-8. 25 years of age as well. Delivered back in July 2001. This used to be the A220 flight right here. Now they've changed it over to the 737.
This 23 free chain approved. Cherokee traffic 11 o'clock and 4 miles westbound of 3 ground. This 23 free chain approved. Delta 2782, last one able taxi to Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower, good day. Delta 2782, last one able, Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp. Jack 432, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 23 left on the other side, contact
All right, so we should have... Ooh, Alaska's running a little bit late tonight. Alaska 434 coming in from San Diego. They'll be arriving in about 8 minutes. 4 hours, 18 minutes for them. Coming up next is American from Dallas-Fort Worth. American Airlines 1888, 737-800. This one here, 27 years of age, delivered back in May of 1999. And then after that, we've got the XLR for Aer Lingus. 7 hours, 7 minutes. They got 7 minutes remaining. This one here delivered back in September of 2025. Jeffs, good evening. Yeah, internet problems, Jeffs. I don't know what the deal is. We've been battling the internet for weeks on end, and I don't know what is going on with it. I don't know what's going on with my thing over here. Yeah, I've been battling problems with the internet for weeks, given the heat. Again, I'm gonna take a look at it. The internet. This actually started when I had a firmware update, so I need to go in to this. I thought I went into everything. Again, this is why I need to call them too, by the way. But to get our router back in order. But I'm using the cell phone tonight right now, so that tells you right there that it's a network issue in general around the airport. Service providers are having a hard time, it seemed like. So it is a little on the choppy side, and I do apologize. Working on the internet, as always. Like I said, I have to be here at the airport to call them so they can look at all of the stuff going on in the area, right? Like making signal strength and pings and jitters and all the things that goes along with the internet. So I got to be out here to set the router up for here. But I really do think that something happened when it went through the firmware update. But like I said, tonight using the cell phone and its signal is not much better. Thank you so much, Jeffs. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Just another reminder, we will be in Charlotte this weekend. They're already closed, so I can't call them. Plus, you guys don't want to watch me mess with the internet all night. Actually, I don't think they close till 7. But we got a couple minutes here for our next arrival. We're still waiting on Air France to push back. I remember Air France used to cause us all kinds of headache. Every time Air France would start, our internet would drop drastically. It was the weirdest thing. And the parking garage could be doing it. I am on the roof. I am up on top. So I don't know. Ooh, looky who it is. Sorry, Air France, you're not important since you're not moving. Stand up to breast cancer. Breast cancer awareness. Pushback tug for United. I know, messing with it all night. Parking garage emoji. Yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So hopefully now it's kind of smoothed itself out. According to all of the numbers, it looks like it's smoothed itself out a little bit here. Actually, Captain Mickey Mouse, Starlink for this is not a good thing. I think a couple people have tried to do this with Starlink and it doesn't work. I know one of our friends tried to use Starlink and it didn't work very well. He sent it back. It's all about those upload speeds. Got that American from Dallas coming in right now as we check out the pink tug. You can see the weather there off in the distance. Hopefully those clouds stick around to keep me cool. Keep the rest of our equipment nice and cool.
You guys are at the guard ramp? Ident. 22 radar contact 10 miles south of Raleigh, Raleigh altimeter 3016, winds 1706, runway 32, clear land.
All right, coming up next, Aer Lingus.
American ATA, taxi at Bravo, contact ramp tower, see ya.
You're Bravo, ground American.
You guys can go to ramp tower.
Pink tug makes its way back across. And getting a lower rate. I actually have a really good rate on the internet, but it's not that. But the type of internet we use, it's not like using a cell phone. Right now we're using the cell phone, right? The actual internet that we use for the show is nothing like a cell phone connection. It runs off of cell connection, but it's way more complicated. Like I have to get on the computer, tap into the router, and make all of the adjustments needed to make it happen. And like I said, I think it had a firmware update and it has messed it up. Kind of like that audio deal when Windows had that update. Took me 3 days to figure that out. Took me in Miss Carolina countless days to try to get that figured out, by the way. Finally got it figured out. Hopefully we won't run into any more of those issues. So hopefully everything is nice and smooth now. Looks like our frame rate skips are
434
dropping.
tower, winds 1706, runway 23 left, clear to land.
I'll just say that I'm not running the show nowhere near where I want it to be, by the way. So, Shamrock up next. Alaska is going to go to the other side, it looks like. So we got Alaska from San Diego headed to the other side. Right there is Shamrock. Headed our way from Dublin. Again, 7 hours, 15 minutes of flight time for the XLR tonight. Brand new, delivered in 2025, December. September 2025, almost a year old. 11 months. Aer Lingus will turn out right there.
Bit left, unable taxi via Bravo, the ramp, contact ramp tower.
Left Bravo.
All right, thank you, Eddie.
Shamrock 9, Charlie.
Today after working. Hey, make sure you rest, Eddie. Make sure you rest. That's not something to mess around with, of course. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera a couple more times here. A little uncomfortable with it. All right, Air France, what are you doing? What time is it? 6:28. Again, remember to smash the like button here. I know it's hard to get everybody to like when everything is messed up at the beginning of every single show lately.
Appreciate it, Bruce. See ya. Alaska 434 right, when able, contact ground point honor.
Alaska 434 touching down over on the other side from San Diego. Next arrival, we've got Frontier 3322, Mojave the Desert Tortoise coming in from Miami. 1 hour and 47 minutes of flight time. Arriving in 2 minutes. 4 years of age for this one. This one delivered back in August of 2021. I think I can take my sun cover down because I don't think the sun's going to come back this evening, which I am a-okay with because it's 100+ degrees out here. Going to be a hot one in Charlotte this weekend as well. So hopefully you guys will be able to join us for some Charlotte action Saturday and Sunday. Don't have any time set yet. I know I want to start the show as early as possible on Saturday. I want to try to give you guys a nice full long day on Saturday. And again, going to be a little bit of a different look on Saturday.
Flight 3322 tower, winds 1806.
We're going to do something that we've only ever done once in Charlotte. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully it'll be a nice view.
Tower, winds 1805, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Hopefully the spotting will be fantastic too. Now, of course, that all is dependent on wind direction, by the way. If they're coming in from the south, then chances are it'll probably be our normal location. Maybe if they're on the south flow, I'll do a different location altogether. But again, it is all weather dependent, but it is going to be very, very hot.
And runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Going to be a very, very, very hot weekend. All right, Air France looking maybe behind. Yeah, so you guys can ask us, me and Ramona. Ramona and I know all about heart issues, don't we, Ramona? He doesn't land until 7:20, I think.
Two-2-9 Foxtrot Golf, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Under downwind, you call our base. 2-2-9 Foxtrot Golf.
Number 993 Foxtrot Golf, Raleigh Tower. Wind is 1806, runway 32, clear to land. Traffic landing, parting, speed to left and right.
American 777 back to London, headed out here in a little while. Jason Roberts, good afternoon. Or almost good evening. Again, it's going to be another slow evening. I don't understand. This week must be one of those weeks. Everybody's trying to get ready to go back to school. You would think we'd have more flights given all the college kids trying to come back into town. Or at least I would think so. But it does seem like Tuesday was a bit slow. Today was a bit slow to start. We'll get things rocking and rolling, hopefully, here before too long. Aer Lingus is already here. This is Frontier coming in from Miami, once again. Mojave, the Desert Tortoise. Traveling an hour and 51 minutes from Miami.
And up 2 miles there at 2,000.
That's what somebody said, that they went back to their normal schedule where they weren't here on Tuesday and Thursday, but I assume they just had some sort of problem on Tuesday. They're definitely back today, bringing that A350. So I'll have to monitor it. I'll have to get in contact.
9 Foxtrot Golf, that traffic will be just off your left. Number 9 Foxtrot Golf, follow the Cherokee. Runway 23 left, clear for the option.
Cherokee 23 left, clear for the option. 9 Foxtrot Golf.
Nice smooth arrival for Frontier. Mojave, the Desert Tortoise. They're going to pull out on Charlie.
3322, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower.
Where did you come from?
Ramp, contact ramp tower for flight 3322.
Now there
630, you ready?
there were a bunch of
630, fly runway heading
flights
runway 23 direct,
waiting when I got here. So I don't know exactly what the deal is with that, but there was a lot of flights. Waiting. And I don't know if they went around to wait or what the deal is. I did see one Delta connection CRJ come all the way back and head up the hill. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but that United looks like it's headed to the gate. We do have a departure. It'll be a Delta 737-700 ready for departure.
Oh, 1662, Raleigh Tower, winds 1906, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, clear to land.
Still going to use up as much of the runway as they can, aren't they? Even for 700.
305, right Alpha 4, contact ground point under.
Alpha 4, contact ground, 66905.
That was 1662, winds 1906, runway 23 left, clear to land. It's 1630, contact departure, see you later.
All right, United 630 off to Chicago O'Hare. Let's see, 27 years of age, delivered back in February of 1999. 737-700. So quite the old aircraft. Man, I want to go to a Buc-ee's so bad. I have never been to a Buc-ee's. That would actually be really funny to put the Buc-ee's beaver on the back. Delayed for Air France. Well, either way, we have the A350 and the 777. Again, good evening, everybody. Happy Friday Eve. Hope everybody is having a good week. Got one more day. One more day of work. And we are free and clear for 2 days to have a good time in Charlotte. So again, hopefully everybody tunes in for our show in Charlotte. Gonna have a couple of different, couple of shows.
Foxtrot Golf, your discretion, make left coast traffic.
So traffic on good. Not a Foxtrot Golf.
A bit of a marshalling shot there. Frontier. I thought he was going to be hiding behind the tail. I know. I've yet to go to a Buc-ee's. I just want to go see what the novelty is all about. All right, I need to look at flight radar here really quick. I want to see. Got FedEx coming up in just a few minutes. FedEx 785 arriving in 10 minutes. It's going to be an A300 tonight. Where is Iceland? Iceland, bringing the yellowtail. Crossing Delaware right now. Looking at 31 minutes to go for them. And the friend of mine from work, American Airlines 2987, out over the ocean.
Right altitude, contact ground point on it.
Miss Carolina was talking about a trip coming up later this year, and well, I don't know if she's going to be too happy about that. Flying over the ocean, as many of you guys know, we don't. She doesn't do well over the ocean in any sort of craft, boat, ship, ferry, airplane, doesn't matter.
Number 9, Fox, go off, continue on your downwind, I'll call your base.
Miss Carolina does not do ocean or lakes. She's actually quite funny about all of it. I know I haven't seen the yellowtail in a long time for Iceland. Looks like our internet has stabilized quite a bit. It's doing about what it would normally do if we were on the normal internet. Rail Stalker Adventures, good evening. You know, I messed up today, by the way, you guys. I took my big DeWalt battery into work with me to charge it, and I walked off and forgot it. I am lucky, though. I do have the smaller battery. It's not going to last very long, but it also is not on me either. It is trying to keep other things cool at the moment.
Foxtrot Golf, follow the bands, runway 23 left, clear the option.
Hey, Robbie. Good evening.
738 for Raleigh Tower, winds 1707, runway 23 left, clear to land. Clear land, runway 23 left, 738.
I need to put a magnet on this thing and hang it. Hang it way up there somewhere. Yeah, I'm a DeWalt guy myself. Miss Carolina is watching in the background. Don't expect her to be in and out of the chat tonight. She is elsewhere this evening. She's with a friend of hers, helping her out with some stuff. See, this is twice or the third time I've seen somebody. It's like there's an issue somewhere. So we've got all these planes turning around and coming back and moving around. Doing all right, James. Doing all right. Getting a lot of work done. Lots and lots of work. And still a ton more to do. Running through the motions, trying to get some things moving and in motion and working and just everything. But again, hopefully we'll have this internet issue fixed by Saturday. Again, in Charlotte, we shouldn't have an issue. But anyway, again, Charlotte this weekend, doubleheader weekend. Hopefully we'll start as early as 10 a.m. on Sunday or Saturday. Don't know what time we'll start on Sunday, but I am trying my best to start at, well, I'll probably start at 11. Anyway, sometime 11 or 12, because I have to make a quick pit stop before I come over to do the show. So it's a pit stop I always make when I come into CLT.
No delay, right Alpha 3.
But again, just a friendly reminder. Charlotte coming up this weekend. Posted a compilation video from our trip back in February down to Seymour Johnson today of some of the F-15 departures. Go check that out later on. It's a short video. It's like 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes of all of the departures out there at Seymour Johnson the last time we made it down there. A little bit of snow on the ground when we were down there last time. No worries, James. No worries at all. Thank you all. By the way, thank you all for being channel members. I am also working on that as well. I want to work out everybody from at least 6 months on. So everybody who's been a channel member for 6 months on, I want to put up I want to do something for you guys at the end of every show. So whether that's a scroll bar across the bottom or, you know, credits for you guys, I got to get that in the works as well. Again, this weekend won't be much about me working behind the scenes as it will be for, well, we'll be on the air. So I won't get too much behind the scenes work done this weekend, but unless I get to do it tomorrow evening. But tomorrow evening I will more than likely be busy packing and trying to get the show set up. I might have a little bit of time. I gotta get the kiddos packed. I gotta get packed, get them dropped off tomorrow night. Actually, that might be tonight that I gotta get them packed. Anyway, lots and lots and lots and lots to do. Aviation Cat, like number 115, 59. Again, remember, continue to smash the like button, you guys, as the evening continues.
785 heavy, Raleigh Tower, 1707, runway 23 right, clear to land.
FedEx 785 coming up next. There must be some weather delays. I know there's a lot of weather going on. Actually, it's really, really busy on Flight Radar. Just not for us just yet. Holy cow, there's a bunch coming in from the northeast. Last one in that line is 53 minutes out. 4, 5 coming in from the northeast. Iceland coming up in just a minute, or in 22 minutes. Again, the yellowtail tonight. So it's a ground. Okay, so that explains why it's so busy tonight. The weather in other locations have really threw us for a loop the last few weeks. Got an American Eagle sliding out of here. I feel like we haven't had much going on so far this evening, have we? Business is about to pick up.
Right, when able, contact ground point 9.
Right, Alpha 3, ground point 9, still at 38.
9 Foxtrot Golf, winds 1707, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
So it looks like United might be headed back to the gate.
9 Foxtrot Golf, runway 23 left, clear to land.
They are coming all the way back up here. Like I said, I did see a E-175 earlier come from the end of the runway and come all the way back. And he ended up going up the hill to the other side to wait. There were a bunch of planes when I got here waiting on the taxiway right here, waiting to get out of here. I'm assuming headed to some of those weather-stricken areas at the moment. Ooh, some lightning off to the south. Hoping that does not affect us. I do not want another range-shortened show. There's some pretty good lightning off to the south.
FedEx 785 heavy. Cherokee traffic will be making a left base for 23 left, about a 2-mile final. How'd you decide it? 700. 785,
I don't know. It is. It's come back to the gate. That United's not even up on radar for me to check it. And I didn't get a reg number off of it. All right, so FedEx 785 heavy. Coming in from Memphis, 1 hour, 28 minutes of flight time. This bird, 29 years of age. This one delivered back in June of 1997.
Number 6 out.
So looking at an old bird here in plane years. If you're 30 years of age, you're still young.
Winds 1707. South 1097 tower, winds 1707.
FedEx crabbing a little bit.
Clear to land.
It's not too terribly windy here on the ground, but for them up there, possibly. Oh yeah, there it is. The wind's blowing across the you can see how much the camera's shaking. Wind's blowing across the field here from the east, pushing them towards us. So that one was off to Newark. All right, maybe now you'll focus on that. Just maybe. See the winds are kicking.
South 1097, cancel line clearance from my 23 right, continue.
Continuing now, 23 right, Delta 1097.
Take care, 4440, runway 2 to the right, line up away, traffic 6 out.
Smoking them back tires. I don't know if y'all saw that or not.
FedEx 785 left on Charlie, contact ground point honor.
That's Charlie 49er, FedEx 785 heavy.
Just waiting on that Delta to pass.
Lining up now, 23 left. We're 9 Fox, should go off right Alpha 4, contact ground point honor, see ya. Frontier Flight 12, 25 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land, winds 1709, gust 15.
All right, we're clear to land on runway 23 left, Frontier Flight 1225.
Take care, 4445, runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff, brig at 4440.
Delta 1097, winds 1709, gust 15, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Runway 23 right, Delta 1097.
Good look at our FedEx Express. Got an American Eagle E175 up for departure. Delta 1097 coming in from Atlanta. Our next arrival, I believe this is coming in from Atlanta. Frontier coming in over on the other side. Delta 1097, yes, from Atlanta, 7379, 15 years of age, delivered back in
Contact departure, have a good day.
August of 2011.
Fox, 4445.
Yeah, they're avoiding that storm. The Charlotte flight flew way off to the southeast. So avoiding all of those severe storms off to the west of the airport. Delta 1097 from Atlanta.
Hotel 1097 left when able, and taxi your Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower.
Dang it, my watch died.
Ramp tower, Delta
6:54. We should see that American 777 push back in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hopefully. Iceland coming up in a little bit as well. And we've got a friend of ours on American Airlines 2987, the A319 coming in from Miami. Sadly, he is on the left side of, or the right side of the aircraft. No shine the light from him. I told him, I was like, you're shining the light, right? He wouldn't respond. He wouldn't answer to that question. But either way, he's on the right side of the plane, so no such luck there. Iceland from Reykjavik, 15 minutes out. Remember, smash the like button if you guys haven't. There goes Air France, pushing back right now. So Air France, that A350 getting ready for departure.
Confirming runway heading, clear for takeoff, 23 ready.
Yes, sir, Delta 50 right, runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
23 ready, clear for takeoff, runway heading, thanks, Delta 508.
Billy, good evening. Just in time for the pushback of Air France. Our beautiful A350. Should see a couple of A350s this weekend. Again in Charlotte.
4995 Fox, you're going for Raleigh Tower, 120.010, runway 32,
For departure, Delta coming at us.
Clear flight 1225, contact ground point on.
I'm putting on it for the flight 1225. Raleigh approach, American 1904, 23 left.
American 1904, Raleigh Tower, the wind is 18010, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 23 left, American 1804.
Select the Sigma 05 Eastern, 10 Eastern, 11 Eastern, 13 Eastern, 14 Eastern, bound to 0055 Zulu for the Eastern region for thunderstorms available on flight service.
I'm going to leave the camera over here for just a second. Just for a second. I want to see, are we getting any lightning over here? I swear I saw a flash of lightning off here. Hopefully, like I said, we won't get any lightning up here. As you guys know, lightning very, very dangerous, of course. And me being completely exposed up here on the roof. I'm not even under the awning, sadly. I just want to make sure that it's not going to head this way and I do not get electrified. Don't need to be electrified.
Actually, hold short runway 23 left, cancel takeoff clearance. Let me know when you're ready.
I'd like to stick around to be able to give you guys lots of shows. All right. That was not an A220, by the way. That was an A321 for Frontier. That must be quite a new aircraft. Rocking the Pratt & Whitneys. Speaking of Frontier, there's another one coming down the hill. We did not see that arrival because of the fact that it came in to 3 left. More people parked in our normal location. Seems like Tuesdays and Thursdays are pretty bad for that location here over the summer. So we're catching one runway here of late because of that fact, and that's okay. Iceland now, 11 minutes out. Friend of mine from Miami, coming back from Mexico, by the way. Lucky American Airlines 2987, 32 minutes out. Looks like he's about to cross over Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, somewhere around in there. It's crispy. Avoid the lightning. Hey, y'all saw the lightning. Yeah, I'm watching these extremely dark clouds here to the south. The storms are moving south to north, so hopefully we won't have that to deal with. But if we do, it'll be another rain-shortened show. Because they didn't go to Mexico City. They went to Cancun, I think. I believe they went to Cancun for a week. Then he doesn't come back to work until Monday.
2699 tower, wind is 17013 gusts, wind on a runway 2 direct clear to land.
Mr. Brooks, thank you for the update. Mr. Brooks saying I'm south of you, and the weather has picked up down here. Well, like I said, as long as I can protect the equipment, I'm okay. I need to invest in a different car one of these days. I need a minivan. We talk about this all the time. What I need is one of those transit vans, right? But I don't want a transit van with the double pull open doors. I want one with the full lift back. There's a Mercedes out there that has the full lift back, but I want the full lift back so that I have a little bit of coverage if it starts raining and such. I was actually going to try to engineer something for this weekend. A sunshade thing for the back of my other car. Won't work on this one because it's got a downward rake, I think. So it would get in my way the whole time. I don't know. I really don't want to mess with magnets on my cars, but you know. I just need an extension of the trunk. Air France on the move. The beautiful A350 headed back to Charles de Gaulle.
4995, Foxtrot Golf Taxi, Charlie, hold short, runway 23 left, tremendous.
The American 777 will head off to London. Air France off to Paris. We've got Iceland from Reykjavik coming up. We've just had the arrival, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, of Aer Lingus from Ireland. So getting a good dose of our internationals. Also, just a friendly reminder for any of you guys who've never watched us in Charlotte. Before you guys come into the chat, we have had people do this, by the way, and this is the only reason why I reiterate this and bring this up, is we've had people come into chat and be like, oh, this is nothing but American, boring, and then, you know, they disrupt the chat. Remember, we go to Charlotte for the movements. By the way, if you've never seen a show in Charlotte, we go for the movements, not the variety. Variety is right here. But where I'm planning on being, we should have a lot of heavy action this weekend on Saturday. Hopefully we'll have that beautiful 777-300 from London. What would make that even better is if it was the retro livery. That would absolutely make my entire weekend. To get the American 777, that new retro. So, Air France on the way out. The American 777, we should see that one push back to head back to London in just a few minutes.
5389 Mike, Raleigh Tower. Wind is 180, 11 gust, 19 runway 20.
There we go. Wind gust up to 19. So wind's coming up. It is getting darker to the south. We should see Etihad this weekend. We should also see the A350 of Lufthansa out in Charlotte. So hopefully it'll be a nice well, it will be an action-packed show.
Actually, my contact departure will see it.
They definitely a lot of action in Charlotte. I'm excited. We didn't, and I have to apologize. We did not go anywhere.
About 5 west of the field. It is moving pretty fast.
We did not. We didn't go anywhere for the month of July, and I apologize for that. We did throw in some extra shows for the month of July. We just did not go.
Tower Air France 75 Kilo Heavy. Good afternoon. Richie calling for 23. We are ready.
We just didn't make it out anywhere last month. So, hopefully, 15 minutes out from RDU. Y'all got me looking at the thing.
Tower Air France 75 Kilo Heavy. Good afternoon.
Ramona, did you send a membership milestone? I saw your message pop up on my cell phone. There's that noise. That's not a good sign. Yeah, we have Etihad in Charlotte. So again, we'll see that one.
Kilo Heavy Tower. Turn right heading 320. Runway 23 right. Clear for takeoff.
Oh, they're gonna put them on 320. Oh, I couldn't find it.
Takeoff runway 23 right. Air France 75 Kilo Heavy.
The heading on departure will be at 320, 320.
Sorry, 320, 320 Air France 75 Kilo Heavy.
Monetary precipitation is also about 5 west of the field, trying to keep you inside that.
Again, please?
Monetary precipitation 5 west of the field.
Where is it? Oh, you know what, Ramona? I bet it didn't pop up on my thing. That's why I don't see it. So Ramona's been with us for a very long time. I think she might be third in line, actually, for being one of our longest channel members. There is lightning off to the west coming out of these storms. I noticed it a minute ago when I turned around. Let's get this A350 out of here. The American 777 hopefully will push back, but that noise that you heard down there, I don't know if that shouldn't mean ground stop, but I think it's a warning letting them know that there is lightning in the area. And again, I just had to pick upstairs, didn't I? I thought it was going to be sunny throughout the evening. So be trying to keep an eye on the weather radar here in just a minute. Let's get Air France out. That was the Air France pilot. All right, enjoy the A350. I'm not going to turn it up, but enjoy the A350.
Heavy contact departure, we'll see you.
Wave the departure, have a good one, Air France 75 Kilo Heavy, bye-bye.
tower handle wise, 821, island runway 119.
That's your 821, Raleigh Tower, wind 190.12, runway 23 right, clear land.
Clear land 23 right south.
That's your 821, monitor maybe some heavy precipitation 3 west of the field. It is moving east.
Got some lightning popping off in this cloud right here. Yeah, so they're gonna head out west. They're doing a complete loop here as close as possible, trying to avoid that weather. Air France, 75 kilo. That one there, got 7 hours remaining in their journey. That one there delivered back in September of 2021. 4 years of age for the A350-900. Off to Paris. Probably could still see it. I can't see it right now though. I'm trying to look for it. But anyway, they got some. Let's widen that out as much as possible. There you go. Storm's coming. I don't know if it's coming this way. I am watching this band of rain that's headed from south to north at the moment. Next up, though, we've got Iceland from Reykjavik, our next arrival. Again, I'm hoping that this weather does not shut us down. As soon as Iceland arrives, I am going to take a peek at the weather radar. We still have the American 777 up here in just a little while. Tune in England periodically. Our son lives in Raleigh. Take the American flight every year. Hey, nice. PLH? Yeah, we got some weather happening right now. The American 777 that you speak of, back to London, still hanging out here. Won't be departing for another few minutes. Let's make our way over here to Iceland from Reykjavik. Nice yellowtail tonight for Iceland.
To the Raleigh Tower, wind is 190.12, runway 23 left, clear to land.
We won't get Iceland over here
Charlie, if you can make it.
because the 777 is still here.
Charlie, sure, 821 left, Charlie, right, Bravo, contact ramp tower.
Okay.
Nice. 737. Again, we don't see the yellowtail very often. But when we do, it is amazing. I love seeing the yellowtail. Boy, it's dark off to the south at the airport. Oof. And there's lightning all around. Got a couple of departures coming up, it looks like. Will we see Iceland? Are you going to make your way over here? I think you will. It won't be a perfect shot of Iceland, but maybe we'll see enough of it. Got an A319 pushing back from the D gates over here. D18 it looks like. Speaking of Delta, and they're in odd places. We've got a Delta 737 on D20. That's something we don't ever see. That's a 737 on D20. Every once in a while we see the Delta A319 and A320 back here in D12 and D14, but never D20. Doesn't look like, I don't know, maybe Iceland will head that way in just a minute. We do have a departure coming up. Who is this? This is Frontier. Find out where they're off to in just a moment. Gonna be a nice early rotation. Of course, Iceland did come around there, darn it. So I'll show you what I'm talking about Delta, something we do not see. Rail Stalker, thank you for the update. Thank you all for keeping us updated on the weather. So down here, you can see right here, Delta chilling on D20. Let me take the zoom out of that a little bit, so you guys can see kind of what's going on off to the south. We do have another departure coming up in just a minute. Let's find out where Frontier's off to. Frontier. Iguana the ground. Iguana? That one off to Atlanta. Brand new, delivered back in March. Frontier 1669. Frontier has a lot of new aircraft, it seems like. Raining down there, 15 minutes down. Well, hopefully, again, let's get this departure out of here and I will check the weather, because I really don't want to have to end another show, a rain-shortened show. And I don't know if I can move downstairs, if we can just pack up the cameras and everything and just move downstairs or not, because I don't know if there's an open space.
2135 tower, wind 17010, runway 2 direct, clear to land. Delta 1275, when able, heading 180.
Heading 180, Delta 1250.
180, so they're going to turn off to the left instead of the right. American 777 looks like it might be ready to go. No beacons yet for that 777.
Delta 1275, contact departure, we'll see you later.
These clouds keep hanging around. I know, we have had a really big issue with clouds lately. When do they go ground stop for lightning? It has to be pretty severe for them to call a ground stop here at the airport. A friend of mine told me that he was actually surprised they called one a while back. That they don't call one very often here. Let's see. Radar, what are you telling me? We're going to be right on the fringes of it. Looks like it might be a light shower. I don't know. I can't judge it via the radar. The radar is always iffy. But boy, those clouds off to the west. Goodness gracious, I don't think the camera does that justice. Those are like black. Those clouds off to the west. Yeah, usually if it is too much for them, then they call it. It does look like there's rain coming. It really, really does. It looks like there's rain coming right here. It is. There is definitely rain moving. You can see right there how it's grayed up right there. There's rain coming. And it's off. It's off over here far enough that it's definitely going to get us. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if there's any space for us to move downstairs or not. I did not move through downstairs, but that rain is coming and it is coming quickly. What do y'all think? Y'all want to try moving? Hopefully I can do it without breaking anything. Last time we knocked the computer over and everything else when we tried to move. Maybe this time I'll try to do this a little bit differently. Oh, I can't check. I'd have to get on the elevator and go down right here. And I'm not leaving the equipment or my car unattended for that long.
Tower Southwest 4395.
So that rain is coming.
For planning purpose, you can plan on a straight southbound departure, and then we're going to wrap you around towards Mexico.
All right. Y'all want to move us? We want to move downstairs? All right, so we're going to have a minute here. Probably try possibly going black screen maybe for a minute while we do go downstairs. I would set you guys up on the thing, but I'm afraid it would move and slide all over the place. That has happened before. But anyway, give me a minute. I'm going to mute some of the audio so you guys aren't hearing it. I've got to hurry.
3 tower, wind is 200 at 13, runway 23 right, clear to land. Hotel Lima, Raleigh Tower, winds 200 at 13, runway 23 left, clear to land. Mach 35 left, unable to right on Bravo, and contact ground point honor.
Bravo 3 will be right on Bravo, then ground point 9, Mach 21, 35.
Over 990 Fox, you go off right, Alpha 4, contact ground point honor. So it's 4395, turn left heading 180, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff. Go ahead. 223 ident. 223's radar contact 7 east of the field altimeter is going to be 3017, winds 210 at 14, runway 32 clear to land. Southwest 4395, contact departure. See that.
Departure, thanks, failed. Southwest 4295.
Here, and just be a minute, traffic departing the parallel. Thanks. Number 2, Hotel Lima right, when able, contact ground point honor. Setting 180.
Heading 180, Delta 1407.
Delta 1407, maintain 5,000, contact departure.
On the 5,000 and over to departure, Delta 1407.
right. Hopefully we're back on. Hopefully we don't get run out of here. The wind is quite strong off from the west. Hopefully you guys were enjoying watching the lightning. There, the rain is coming though. I am back a lot farther than I normally would be. And I do not have the tripod set correctly. What is... No. Hold on. My legs didn't come out.
116 altitude tower. Turn left heading 180, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
One of my legs didn't pop out the way it was supposed to. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Ah, there's a buddy of mine right there, that A319. He arriving just in time. Oh man, he totally could have shined the light right there. He's toward the back of the aircraft. We got back on the air just in time. And it is windy as all get out. So you may see me shut the trunk. I may end up closing the trunk of the car to protect all of the equipment other than the camera.
For planning purposes, plan on a 180 off departure. We're going to take you south and then north.
Let's turn on the vibration reduction here.
And same for you where UPS 9771. If that works for you guys. Just got to get in a little bit of space.
So this plane, the wind is strong enough that this plane came in very, very, well, they stopped. What, Bravo something? Bravo 6? But anyway, welcome home, Daniel, if you're watching the show. Sorry you're home from Mexico. American 777. I want to focus on the weather. What do you guys think? I also need to continue to work on trying to adjust this stupid tripod. I feel like one of my other legs isn't out all the way. No, I guess they are. I just don't have the darn thing level. I'm close though. Oh, big wind gust in my face. As long as it doesn't start raining and we have a wind gust like that, I'll be okay. The wind is strong. We've got UPS at 757 up next for departure. He's going to battle this weather out of here. I believe that's our UPS 75. It is. It's raining at the north end of the airport there. Ooh, he's going to rotate very, very, very early. Like a rocket and banking right over top of us. UPS off to Memphis. All right, so again, good evening, everybody. If you guys just missed it, we were taking a little ride in the car. Daniel Shadig, there you are, buddy. Welcome home. I know you're excited to be home. Coming back from Mexico. So again, good evening, everybody. Well, you can see the storm coming. Thank you all for being patient, taking that little ride in the car down the hill. I was hoping that that the camera wouldn't fall off of the battery, but unfortunately it did. Amanda, good evening. Christopher Brown, good evening. Again, good evening to everybody. Again, sorry the camera fell in the car. I was really hoping it would stay up so you guys could ride with me the whole way down into the parking garage. So we moved down to 6 to avoid this weather. I'm okay with watching the storm off to the distance. It's when it gets here to us that I'm worried the most, of course. Got another one up for departure. Again, the American 777 getting ready to go as well. So it'll be a stormy departure for that one. I feel like they will send them off to the east as well. Wind gusts up pretty high now, as you can see the trees moving. early rotation for the JetBlue A220. Nice rotation.
Contact departure, we'll see you.
Wind is picking up some violence. You'll see the camera start to shake around here in just a minute. That storm off to the west, quite violent. Luckily, it's not, like I said, it's not raining here right now, so we should be okay. Thomas Drake, good evening. Again, we should have named this show a stormy show. I didn't know it was going to storm, though. Anybody else know it was supposed to storm tonight? No. Darn Weather Channel. Oh, 15% chance of rain. Well, it's storming like crazy off to the west. Oh, man. It's 28 months. Great to streams. Community excited for CLT. Yes. Thank you, Captain Mickey Mouse, and again, a huge apology to our good friend Ramona for missing your membership milestone. I don't think it actually popped up on my chat here. Yeah, Scott. So when you come down the parking garage, you can dip off onto different levels. I know you guys didn't get to see that because the camera fell about the time I got on the loop-de-loop, but I was trying to give you guys a little bit of an interesting tour. What I should have done is I should have took the camera through the car and put it up on the dash for you guys to watch that come down, but I didn't. Alaska Airlines, Alaska back to Seattle. Again, the American 777 back to London. Got some lightning flashes here just left of the screen, and that makes it look a whole lot brighter than it actually is out here. Gives 18. Oh, gives 18. You have no idea how many times I've heard that. I do. I need a new windshield so bad. Just never felt the time to, or had the time to do it. I never think about it. I'm in the car, I think about it. I leave my car, I forget about it. It's just one of those things. People have been pestering me for years to get my windshield replaced, and I'm just like, it's all right. Who cares? Man, I wish I could do it at work. I'm not a glass specialist. Although, talking about windows, I did replace a window today, but it was a side window. So that was a little bit easier. It wasn't a windshield. Doing a windshield's a whole different thing. Ooh, that wind blowing right in my face. A little bit of a crosswind here. Hopefully the rain stays away so that we don't get any of the equipment wet. All right, so the American 777 off and moving. We've got Frontier firing engines over on the left side. That's what you guys are hearing right now. Smell of premium jet fuel blowing in.
Flight 1194 tower, turn left heading 180, runway 20 left, good takeoff.
Yeah, the heat in the summertime is just nasty. Christopher Brown with a $4.99 super chat. Get you a GX 550 with a pop-out canopy. That way you can weather the rain. We will start a fund. Yeah, about 80 grand. Anybody got 80 grand? Shoot, I could use that for the show. Heck, with a car. You know what though? With 80 grand, I could buy everything I need for the show and a car for the show. Oh, that wind feels good. It's nice and cool out here. Got an arrival. CRJ battling the winds. turn this crappy stabilization on, aren't I?
We'll take Bravo 4 and then Bravo to the ramp. Never 50 much 50.
Well, you like to do everything in dark, don't you? Everything but I want you to do. Wind gust up to 2.2. You heard it there on ATC. Lightning popping off to the west. There you go. Good rumble of thunder. That was a close enough lightning struck. Now see, this is the kind of storms I like. The ones that hang out off to the west. They don't bother us. They don't bring in the rain. But again, thank you all for the support this evening. Greatly appreciate it. Glad you guys are tuning in. A lot of folks tuning in because of the weather. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the continued support. I am back a lot farther than what I normally would be, just in case it does start to rain here. It is raining a little bit. I am getting a little moisture on me. As long as it doesn't get on the camera, I'm okay. Or any of our other equipment. Maybe one of these days I'll have time to build some nice stuff. Rain guards and other things. You can actually sit down and breathe and take some time to make some stuff to help us with this show.
Delta 2992 left of Charlie, taxi at Bravo to ramp.
Delta 2992, this is another A319 coming up from Miami, Florida.
You're definitely the plus 10 on the short final.
We got all aircraft right side plus 10 short final.
Oh, that'll make things a little bit easier. I was struggling to hear ATC. I feel like I have it down a little bit much. So the American 777 still hanging out down at the end of the runway. So we'll get the American 777 out of here in just a minute. Yeah, Bull City, I can see that. You guys are getting hammered pretty hard over there in Durham. It's barely a sprinkle here as of right now. Hopefully it continues that way. I am getting a little wet. Getting a little bit of rain and moisture blowing in here. Again, if I have to close the trunk down, that's okay. It's not like you guys are able to watch me anyway. 11 likes away from 300. Continue to smash the like button as we carry on here. Woo, that rain is actually kind of chilly.
474, one more arrive left this one here, and I'll get you on your way.
So no, I couldn't hear it. So ATC's plugged into the soundboard, and I did leave that open. That was the only thing I left open for you guys. I muted everything else so y'all didn't have to hear me trying to get everything situated again and making all kinds of noise. So I did leave ATC open for y'all. Might actually have to put my rain jacket on here in a second. American Eagle. Touching down now.
Yeah, 4503, Charlie and Bravo, contact the ramp tower. We'll take Charlie Bravo ramp, American 4503.
But yeah, if you're in Durham, a good dousing right now of rain. It does look like that rain is just skirting along the edge of the airport right now, which is perfect for us. Man, these people almost hit the wall here in the parking garage. There's that lightning. That's what we were waiting for. You know, Michael, I want one of those big golf umbrellas. I need to order one. The problem is, the one thing that I worry about the most, though, you guys, with any kind of big type of thing up here on the parking garage, one, it's windy as all get out right now. And two, is I don't want any issues like tower to call, the police to come, you know, because, you know, you're at an airport and we're right in the middle of it. If that thing blows away and it blows out on the airfield, well, I'm in big trouble. So I don't, definitely not trying to get my butt in trouble. So we're all waiting on the American 777, but we're enjoying the lightning.
174,
No, we moved down. Moved down a level. As a matter of fact, by the way, so mentioning the umbrellas, I have one, and Ramona actually bought one. Ramona, did you get your base for your umbrella yet? I know you said something about ordering a base for your umbrella. She bought one of the ones that I have on my list. So I have a public list somewhere. It's not linked in the description. Miss Carolina's not here to help me with that, but I have an Amazon wish list for just the show and things that we need, or wish list. Obviously, you know, things that we would like to have. We were talking about being busy earlier, so we're trying to get a P.O. box opened as well, so you guys can send us any mail, fan mail. Alaska, back to San Diego.
Welcome to 127.13, 21, right, clear.
All right, here we go with the American 777. Don't want to turn it up? Let's turn it up, shall we? American 174 Heavy.
I got traffic 7 mile final and the extreme pre-tip off to departure. I'm trying to get you out before all of that.
Yep, ZCAM, I'll be in Charlotte this weekend. I made a post about it earlier today. Hopefully everybody gets the opportunity to see it. Again, it should be a nice weekend in Charlotte. Going to be a little bit of a different look this weekend in Charlotte. We're going to do something we've only ever done one other time. And the one other time, if I'm not mistaken, that one other time was when we had our buddy Pip on the show. So that's been about a year and some change. So we're going to try to make things a little bit different for you guys this weekend in Charlotte. Hopefully you all enjoy the show. Going to be a double header this weekend. If the winds aren't where we need it to be, then obviously I don't know what we'll do, but we're going to try to do our best. Joe, I just posted a video from Seymour Johnson. It is a compilation of the F-15 departures. So make sure after the show, tonight's show, you guys go and check that video out. It is a compilation of all of the F-15s that we saw back on February the 5th. Hopefully be able to go back up to Seymour Johnson sometime this fall. Once the weather cools down. And hopefully we'll be able to go to Charlotte more. Hopefully we've got some DC trips coming up as well. And yes, you heard me correct. Trips. So look for DC coming up here, well, I'm going to say within the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Wind 27011, gust 21.
Got another departure coming up. So yeah, we've got a lot of things coming up here in the next couple of weeks. It's like an A321. Or 737, excuse me. This one back to Dallas. Look at that. Banking left hard to get away from those storms. American 8. No, that's American 1888. Where is that? Where is that one going? American 23 something or other is usually our, what you call it? He texted me too on his flight. Sorry, Daniel. Let's see, what was I going to look at? Flight radar, because I want to know where that one's headed. American, oh, it is off to Dallas Fort Worth. They're back to the old Dallas call sign. Dallas 8 or American 1888. Ooh, the rain looks like it's coming this way. Please don't rain here. I really don't want to have to pull out the umbrella or and the rain jacket.
Charlie Bravo, owner at picture 44, 8 knots.
Come on now, don't do this to me. Don't do it. Wind gusts 2-1. Likes 325. Thank you all for smashing the like button. We've got a departure coming up. I'm trying to get my jacket on. No, come on now. The wind's blowing my jacket away. I got a departure. Will you come on? There we go. Much better. Thank you. Get my rain jacket on, just in case. There you go, early frontier rotation. Nice left roll.
Departure, nice work, appreciated. Departure 2335.
It is raining here now, closer. And I still ended up with that in my jacket. No, I didn't.
Land off the departure is heavy to extreme precip. Will probably be midfield by the time you get here.
Heavy to extreme precip will be heavy midfield by the time you get here. That's great. That's just what I wanted to hear, isn't it? All right, give me a minute. I've got to hold on. Just hold your horses. I'll be right back.
Aircraft has weather information connected to segment 1820242627 Eastern bound, 01550 North United States Coast Guard. for thunderstorms, believe it or not. For more information, contact flight service.
Trying to reduce injury to the microphone. Oh, thank you, Eddie, for reminding me of the sub count. If you guys are new here, please feel free to subscribe. When we started the show, 12,954. We are well on our way to 13,000. 12,973 as of right now. Again, trying to get to 15K or 13K before the 15th of August, which I think we may have that in the bag. We only need 28 more subscribers. So again, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so.
Left Charlie right, Bravo, and Ram Tower, Brickyard, 4004, thanks.
Turn up that just a little bit. Didn't realize the volume was so low. Got a little rain on the lens here. No biggie. As long as the wind will keep from pushing it in here, we'll be okay. But boy, that is one heck of a storm over there, putting on quite a show. But again, if you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you guys are channel members and you missed out on Tuesday and Sunday, we talked about the member pricing, or not member pricing, but a
280 at 13, gust 19.
a discount code there in your member tab. Some folks didn't use the members code, and that's okay. But there is a discount code there in your members tab. You can get discounts on all of our merch. I should have been in that parking spot right there. Too bad there's a truck right there. That would have been nice. Be on the other side of that pole so we wouldn't get wet. The one time I needed a pole, they were in the wrong place. Woo, that wind. It's blowing the rain in now. I can't turn the camera towards the storm because the wind is coming in from that storm. Trying to make sure everything is still dry. You don't want to get any equipment wet.
636 approach, welcome, best forward speed for as long as you can. The wind 270 gust 19er, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Right? Christopher Brown, Miss Carolina was talking about that the other night. I should have my own dedicated parking spot. Maybe one of these days. I just got to get in contact with the right people. Maybe one day we'll get our own dedicated parking spot. I need about, I need two parking spots to be okay. 9 likes away from 350. Again, continue to smash that like button. It definitely feels a lot better out here now, though. Not gonna lie. Ooh, big old lightning strike. You're getting my glasses all wet. I can't see. You know, Rick, maybe that's what I should transition to. Maybe I should leave plane spotting and go into weather. Although it does go hand in hand. I have had If you guys watch CBS 17 at all, we had a for that lightning strike hitting the terminal here, or close to the terminal. That was on the news not too long ago. Remote Aviation with a $20 super chat. Thanks for all you do. See you at CLT on Saturday. No worries, Ramona. Glad to be here, bringing you guys the planes. Might actually have to move. I don't know if it's, is this getting wet over here? A little bit. I was going to say I might actually have to move the camera a little bit. It's not like, luckily it's not like hard rain, so I'm not too terribly worried. But it doesn't take much water to ruin equipment, right?
Richard, 4804, I think was a good spot to shut her down.
Bridger, you're on big tower, ramp 3017.
I don't know if we, I guess we didn't go into a full ground stop. It looks like they're still trying to pull in this Embraer. But others that are trying to come in over here on the left side, the south side of the Terminal 2 here, they are just sitting here waiting. I think there's one A319 ready for departure, possibly waiting for a gate.
And right turn out, keep it rolling, ground point under today.
Dude, rude. This rain is absolutely rude. JetBlue. I'm gonna have to find the rag, aren't I? Clean off the lens.
Good evening, wind 280 and 12, got 19, runway 23 right, clear to land, expecting on it, 73 to
Sorry, y'all. Gotta move.
American 1904, how's that ride so far?
A little bit bumpy below 400 feet there, but starting to switch down.
Okay, you should start punching through the 3-tip here in the next mile, maybe a little bit less than that. Contact departure.
Of course, I moved the camera and it stopped. My face is wet. All right, where's that? Where's my towel? I got one. Oh, here comes the rain again. I hope that microphone's not getting hammered with the rain. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it's hidden, well hidden. I think I got it back far enough. Hold on. Let me go look. Staying dry, little buddy. These weather shows get me pumped up. I love it. Connie, good evening. Just received an alert a few minutes ago. Whoa, that severe thunderstorms headed into Wake County. Thank you, Connie. That was a good lightning strike right there. Again, we're going to watch all of the weather tonight. As long as the wind will back off a little bit, we'll be okay. You know what? You're right. It was 101 degree heat index when I got here, so I am thankful it cooled things down quite significantly, in fact. There's that rumble of thunder.
180 back, taxi exited out before. To 202, Raleigh Tower, hello, the wind 26012, gust 19er, runway 23 right, clear to land.
All right, I'm going to close the trunk, so if I don't read y'all's text, I apologize. Hopefully that won't knock that over. I'm not going to close it all. Maybe I can do it without closing it all the way. But I have no control over the soundboard.
Tower, good evening, wind 260 at 12, gust 19er, runway 23 left, clear to land.
There we go. I can still see it.
Frontier
And you guys are covered up.
turn,
Perfect.
Bravo 4, right turn, Bravo, keep it rolling, contact the ramp tower, we'll see it.
I can't see my phone though, so I have no idea what we got coming up next, but I can still see you guys. Oof, big lightning strike. Cell phone's in the car. It's not raining enough to, it's just being annoying. And my keyboard doesn't work now. Did I miss something from Luke? I saw everybody thanking Luke. 350 first likes. Thank you so much. 350 likes in the books. Greatly appreciate you guys. Again, we're enjoying the weather. At least now I'm able to close the hatch on the car without any real interference. So we can keep the show rolling without ruining any of our equipment. I should be working on getting the Nikon back together. I think I'll do that tonight, in fact. Tomorrow. Although I don't plan on needing the Nikon for Charlotte this weekend. Should be all daytime shows in Charlotte. No nighttime spotting down there. As much as I would like to do some nighttime spotting in Charlotte, don't think we'll be doing that. So all the Delta stuff at the other end of Terminal 2 here is on pause. Still got the one E175 down here. Do have an arrival. All right, we're gonna move again. Hold on.
27014, gust 19er, runway 23 right, clear to land.
It's our ATR. Braving the elements, making its way in here from FedEx.
Couple of 1230, you guys ready to roll? Couple of 1230, keep it rolling around the corner, traffic 2 out the caravan, fly runway, heading runway 23 left, clear for takeoff. 508, left turn Charlie, left turn Bravo, ground point 900 today.
Charlie Bravo, approach 900, Mountain. Charlie.
Good to see the ATR. As I try to dry some things.
Couple of 1230, contact departure, we'll see you. Good departure, have a great day.
What in the world is this? Are you kidding me right now, YouTube? Six minutes, my patukas. I'm not doing that. What kind of junk are you on, YouTube? All right, so tonight, let's see, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Got the storms off to the west. We're looking at 8:11. We've got about an hour left before the departure of our A300 back to Louisville, Kentucky, if they haven't put a hold on that. Trying to get it loaded with everybody, with all the lightning and such. Storm is about to pass. It's about to be like it never even happened here in a minute. Lightning's still a little ways back.
2910 Papa Alpha, Raleigh Tower, wind 290 at 9er, gust 19er, runway 23 left, clear to land. This is 202, let's turn Charlie, and keep it rolling straight ahead, ground point 9er, good day.
So Charlie straight ahead, ground point 9 is jet 02 station.
Ship 55, plan to roll all the way to the end.
Exec jet should make its way up the hill here. Chris James, good evening. Yes, Chris James, it is a good place to plane spot. You don't see us use it very much because it is smaller, as well as for us in doing a show, the vantage point isn't as good, but for actual plane spotting and hanging out, it's a fantastic spot. I absolutely love hanging out down there. I haven't been down there in a while, a couple weeks, but it is a really good area to hang out. Maybe we need to do a video on it for you guys. Moxie coming in this side.
Wind 280 at 6, gust 19er.
Wind gust still up to 19. Why can't this happen during the day? Ooh, that was a good one. Man, I wish the camera would have been right here. That was good. You're going to hear that one probably.
Fox Ship 55, left turn at the end, join Echo straight ahead and hold short of Alpha and contact ground point 9er. Your ramp is currently closed.
Alright, left at the end, join Echo short of Alpha, contact ground.
Yeah, you got the DOT building. It's in the way. You've also got trees in the way too. The trees coming towards Terminal 2 here tend to block, well, all of the view of Terminal 2, but we were all hoping that RDU would build us a new observation area with this new runway expansion. We're hoping that they'll give us a little something something at the end of the runway.
Pigeon 941, tower wind 270 at 5, gust 19er, runway 23 left, clear to land.
If you want up close taxiing and stuff, absolutely go to the parking garage or go to the observation deck. If you want the full length departures and stuff, parking garage is where it's at. You can go back actually and check out our Thanksgiving special. We did a show from the observation deck back in November. We try to do every year for Thanksgiving morning. We try to do a show down there at the observation deck around 9-10 a.m. and work our way through. We don't do any Christmas time shows or anything. Christmas is one of those holidays that I don't work at all. Miss Carolina would wring my neck if I tried to do anything on Christmas Day. We got to figure out New Year's too. I know it's 4 months away, right? Almost 5 months away. But I really still would like to go to Charlotte for New Year's Eve. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, no, it's not. I don't have that in. Oh, yes, I do. Ding dong. Boom. There we go. A little bit wider angle there. But yeah, I want to go. I still want to do New Year's Eve in Charlotte. Radar spotter, good evening, and a good evening to Christian Santos, a good big fan of the show. Thank you all for tuning in once again this evening. A big storm. If you missed out, we were up on the roof, and then we hopped in the car, made our way down here to the lower levels here, so we wouldn't get electrocuted. I mean, there's still an opportunity to get electrocuted, but we definitely didn't get wet. For once, we were not rained shortened. Man, I hope you guys saw that. Did you guys see that lightning across the sky? Go back and try to watch the playback over here on the other side. Or was the camera over too far? Oh yeah, we got it. 2018 on the timestamp. Might need to put that into something. Hey, guess what, you guys? Well, never mind. I thought I had some good news. I thought the internet stabilized a little bit, but it hasn't. Hopefully it's not giving you guys too much of a headache, but it's holding a little bit better now that things have cooled off a little bit. Again, everything is on a hold at the moment. They are towing them into the gate, and they are pushing back. Frontier's pushed back. There is a Delta E-175 and that A320 that have yet to move, or A319. But there are, Frontier has pushed back. Air Lingus, let's see, what time is it? Aer Lingus should be pushing back here in just a minute. Hopefully. And then Iceland at 8:30. Again, the last plane of the evening is going to be that A300 back to Louisville, Kentucky for UPS. UPS 1275, 1287, 12, whatever it is. That'll be our last plane of the evening. And you know what? I'm not even mad that we didn't get a sunset segment for the last 3 episodes of the show, because we've got the lightning in the background tonight. No sunset, but lightning instead. We need some more of those ones streaking across the sky like that one a minute ago. That was beautiful. This is one thing you just can't beat when you're plane spotting is storms. A good thunderstorm rolling through is absolutely amazing in my opinion. David, good evening. By the way, talking about the merch earlier, thank you all for everyone who purchased merch over the course of the last 2 days. Quite a few sales for Miss Carolina. Ooh, there you go. That's what we wanted to see. We've got an arrival coming in. Swing over to our arrival. A Moxie Breeze Airways.
20 at 55, you can roll the end and taxi via Echo, hold short out.
Alright, to the end, Echo hold short of Alpha, Moxie 28 to 55, you want to over ground?
Moxie 20 at 55, I got that as well, but you can switch to ground 121.9er, and we're waiting on your company to get in, so you'll be behind your company there, short out.
Nice. Glad you guys. I hope you all. For everybody who ordered merch, I hope you all enjoy it. I was telling Ramona today that your host, the creator of this show, doesn't even have his own merch. I haven't ordered a single shirt. Now Miss Carolina has one. My youngest has one, but I have yet to order one. Why? I don't know. Your host is weird, but we talked about it the other day. I want a polo. I also want one of these rain jackets too, a nice Columbia rain jacket with the logo on it. Might actually get somebody to embroider the logo onto the shirt or onto the jacket. But I want to get
Here, 26, Raleigh ground, runway 23 right, taxi via Bravo.
I want to get some polos for me. It looks like the majority of that lightning has moved on over here. Watch. I'll adjust the camera for the lightning over there and it'll streak across the sky over here somewhere. Miss Carolina did make me one that was different than everybody else's. But she made that at home with like the vinyl things. But I also would like her to design me a different shirt than what you guys have. Again, by the way, as you guys notice, no Miss Carolina this evening. She is lurking, but she is busy tonight. Miss Carolina traveling this weekend with us. Your host is going to try to teach her some stuff. Should be a good time. It's always fun to try to teach Miss Carolina new things. Daniel, good evening there in Dusseldorf.
Moxie 755, standby 1. Moxie
Ooh, that was a good one.
And did you get anywhere?
So again, it should be a good weekend back in Charlotte.
Moxie 2135, all right, you're next. Right on Charlie, then taxi out.
Should be a very busy and very exciting weekend in the Queen City. You guys know what else that means? My favorite Mexican restaurant. I'm gonna try to order something different this time. The first time I went there, my usual dish was perfect. The last two times I've been a little disappointed with my normal dish, but this time I think I'm gonna do something a little different. Depending on what time we get on the air, look for us anywhere from 11 to 12. I was going to start at 10 o'clock for Saturday, but because the Sullenberger Museum doesn't open until noon on Sunday, I want to try to make my way over to the Sullenberger Museum in the morning on Saturday. They open at 10 on Saturday, so I want to try to make my way over there. I want to look at models once again. I need to just get them online. I need to order them. But I want to go look at models and things. So we're going to try to run at least an 8-hour show on Saturday. And again, it'll look a little bit different as well. We're going to try something we haven't done in but one episode of the show. And we may do something different for Sunday as well. I don't know yet.
Appreciate it.
Tower, back to back, close, 96. We'll be ready on you.
Frontier Flight 1226 Raleigh Tower, turn left heading 210, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Left heading 210, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, 55, close, 96.
All right, here we go. Finally, a departure.
Box control on 35, you guys know your gate? Sounds like a plan. You guys have a good night.
Oh, there you go. That's the lightning I've been looking for. Streaking across the sky.
755, you can continue to
Barb G, good
Alpha,
evening.
Hold short of Alpha 3.
Any kind of vlogging camera, it would be great addition.
Box 2855,
I got projects. I got projects, Michael. I got projects coming. It's part of the reason why we're going this weekend, to try out some new things. Charlotte is an American hub, correct. Maybe some cool vintage liveries can be seen. Hopefully, typically when we go to Charlotte, we typically see all of them at least once. Although we had a day like that here a few weeks ago where we saw all but two, I think. We missed out on Reno Air and Air Cal, I think were the only two that we didn't see of Americans Retros that day. Yeah, I got a lot of things. I got a lot of things in the works. Not inclined to talk about anything, but no, I got a lot of projects going on right now.
1226, contact departure, see ya.
That lightning was fantastic for departure, but they were already... The lightning was directly above us, and you couldn't see it in the background of the plane, unfortunately. Barb, no. Sunday? No, I should be in Charlotte Sunday. Sunday will be a little bit of a shorter show. Probably, I don't know what time we'll start on Sunday. Definitely won't be our normal 1 p.m. It'll be earlier in the day because I do have to drive back and get the kids and get them ready for school and all the things on Sunday. So we'll probably do 6 hours or so on Sunday. Maybe we'll start at like 9 a.m., go till 3, 4, something like that. We'll see. Now, if it were just me by myself down there in Charlotte, I would stay until like 6. But Miss Carolina, like I said, she's coming with me, and we have to get home to get the kiddos ready for school for Monday. But nonetheless, should be an exciting weekend. I want to bring you guys more content. I really need to be doubling down every weekend. Talked about it earlier. Expect some more shows, different places coming up over the course of the next few weeks, hopefully. different places, different projects.
There's a 962 contact departure.
Yeah, so my
Sorry,
kids
Roger.
my kids went back to school at the beginning of the week. But they also get out at like the beginning of March, middle of May, excuse me. So, no movement for Aer Lingus and no movement for Iceland.
Foxy 20 to 55, you can continue taxiing off as well. You guys have a good night. So 921, Raleigh ground, runway 23, left taxi via Juliet offset. You got it, 962, contact departure, see you later.
Ambulance sliding through below us. I'm really enjoying watching this lightning right here. Of course, as soon as I zoomed in, the lightning comes streaking across the sky. Yeah, I think it's crazy how early they start school nowadays. Of course, we always went back before my birthday, so what is that, next week? So yeah, we always went back a couple of days before my birthday, so yeah, that's on par next week. So another tidbit of news, I'll continue to repeat. I need a couple more, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But we're gonna have a P.O. box set up for you guys to be able to send in fan mail and other things. If you guys would like to send us anything, feel free to do so.
Ready?
I'm gonna have all of the changes and things linked in the description, of course. I'll put, the mailbox in the description later and all the things once I get it, so you guys can be able to send in, fan mail. Keep it appropriate, of course. Probably send Miss Carolina once a week to check on the mailbox. Why are we not getting any departures? There is a JetBlue, I think JetBlue or Moxie sitting out there waiting for a departure, but a lot of planes still just sitting here hanging out. Again, UPS will be our last departure. That one due out at 9:15. Unless we get another wave of storms coming through. You guys want to stick around and watch another thunderstorm with no planes, which is weather watch, which is kind of what we're doing right now, but weather watching is relaxing. See, I wish I would have been, would go back to school, that late when I was in school, but no. Typically a few days before the birthday. Like I said, next week. We always started like two to 3 days before my birthday, usually. Do we have any planes out in holding? Because we haven't had any arrivals either. Subscriber count, 12,978. So we should definitely be able to clear 13,000 by Charlotte, or in Charlotte this weekend. So again, we're trying to get to 13,000 before the 15th, and I have a feeling that this weekend will put us over our 13,000. 22 subscribers away from 13K. And Saturday, you know what? I'll just wait for Saturday. I'm trying to think for Sunday. So again, if you guys are just joining us, welcome to Carolina Weather Aviation, where we're watching this storm that we've been watching for the last little while. Pretty significant amount of lightning in that storm right there. It does look like it's raining over in Durham once again. Like there's another cell over there. No lightning involved with that one, it doesn't look like. And no lightning off to the south of the airport currently. Everything is right where we're looking at, off to the north end of the airport. Hopefully we'll get that UPS departure. DCA, CRJ, about to be on file. Also, thank you to Steven for following us over on Instagram. If you guys don't know, our link to our Instagram is in the description below. My phone was full of all kinds of notifications. Good to keep our Instagram growing. I need to be posting more over there. Okay. So tonight's Thursday. I almost forgot what day it is. So for my longtime viewers, you guys know that Thursday nights, Tuesday and Thursdays, kind of turn into, especially nights like tonight, where we don't have a lot of traffic. Expired Nova plays. I do know a little bit about Wake Tech. I have to go there every 2 years to Wake Tech, unfortunately, to renew my state inspection license. Anyway, so Wake Tech is the north campus. The northeast campus is really nice. So Michael asked a good question, and you guys know that I'm always straightforward with you guys. I don't hide anything. I tell you guys like it is. Okay. For the metrics, views are great for me. I love the views because the views are like an achievement. What really affects the matrix, or the what you call it, is what excites the algorithm is the chat. If you guys are like blowing up the chat, like say something exciting is happening right now and you guys just blow up the chat, our viewer count will rise as well, because YouTube's algorithm will push that, right? The more you guys like and the quicker you guys like, especially in the first 30 minutes of the show, that's why I'm always pushing for 150 likes within the first 30 minutes of the show. That really excites YouTube's algorithm as well. So those are a couple of metrics that do really excite the algorithm and get new viewers in while we're on the show. like I said, the more the chat moves, the more the likes, the faster the likes, especially, like I said, at the beginning. The first 30 minutes is crucial. The other thing that affects that matrix is when you come in the first 30 minutes, stick around for that first 30 minutes at least. So anytime, you know, that first 30 minutes of the show is crucial, both in likes and how long you guys stick around. So I like to talk to you guys about that every now and then. Talk about it all over here. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people look at YouTube content creators and they're like, oh, well, it's got to be kind of easy. It is not easy at all. I've been, I wouldn't say busting my butt for the last 3 years, but I've been pretty close to busting my butt for the last 3 years trying to get this channel where it is. If I had more time to be on the air, you know, 8 hours a day every single day, this channel would be a whole lot further along. But anyway, I like to give you guys a little insight on how things work when it comes to YouTube. Does it work for all channels? I don't know. It should. But there are vital points of a show that are crucial. The other thing is watch time hours. So if you guys come in and you watch one plane and then you leave, that does not help the show, by the way. Just a quick reference. We used to have people, back when we were a lot smaller, we would spike. We'd get like 40 or 50 people that would jump in as soon as the American 777 would hit flight radar. And then as soon as the American 777 was gone, those 40 or 50 people would disappear out of the chat or out of the show. So you're looking at 10 minutes maybe. You had a big spike and then everybody goes away. You got to come in, stick around. Watch time hours is very, 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 very important. It's probably one of the most important matrix algorithm deals. It helps the show a lot. But like challenges, I do that to boost things going on. So, you know. Hey, 400 likes. Thank you so much for getting us to 400 tonight. Didn't think we would quite make it that far, but I appreciate you guys. And again, nothing we can do about traffic given the fact that we are watching this storm. We should have quite the rush if there are a lot of planes out there at the moment. We should have quite the rush coming after these storms kind of back off a little bit. We got several sitting out waiting to leave. Ooh, that was a nice one. And Michael, that is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I know a lot of people that do that. I do that. I have several channels on TV that I watch, and you know what I'll do? I'll turn them on. It could be anything from a Disney stream to Aviation. Ooh, that was a good one. Could be anything, and I'll put it on, and I'll get work done around the house, or I'll get work done on the show, or whatever it may be. But I always like to turn on my favorite channels and help them out by giving them watch time hours. Letting them run in the background. Matter of fact, Captain Mickey Mouse, are you still here?
178 left unable, taxi at Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower, have a good night.
Sorry, left Bravo 4, Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp, American, 0178, guys.
Flight radar says departures start at 9 for some reason. What? And it could be because of the delays.
Stand by 1, let me get your time.
Oh my goodness.
524.
Well, thank you, Michael. I greatly appreciate that, and I enjoy bringing you guys along with me as far as
but hopefully release 55 to 58.
all the crap. I can't say that it's not crap. All the hard work that goes into this. We were talking about the internet earlier tonight. If you were at the beginning of the show, you know, for the second day in a row, the internet. I'm going to throw it off the building one of these days. Tonight we're using our phone, but anyway, hopefully by Saturday we'll have that fixed. James RDU, you're very welcome. Have a good evening. Got in touch with Captain Pace. I have not. I have not gotten in touch with him.
Riverjet 19 Raleigh Tower, winds calm, runway 2 direct to the left.
And I try to make sure that
524, good to go. Release
I know I
55 to
generalize everybody a lot of times. Like I'll say good evening everybody, and I don't exactly go through and say hello to everybody individually. But just know I'm talking to all of you when I say good evening and hello. I am very distracted a lot of times, and sometimes the chat when we first start is moving really, really fast, and so I don't get quite the opportunity to say hello to everybody. Maybe I should slow down when we first start the show and just welcome everybody in. I also, like I said at the beginning of the show, I want to, for everybody who is 6 months and older, as far as memberships go, I would like to put up a banner that scrolls across the screen. Thank you so much, David. I'm glad you guys enjoy my voice. You know what I do when I go home and rewatch this show? Mute. I don't like, and I know it's everybody. Nobody likes to hear themselves, right? I don't. But I also hear myself in the headset too. College, high school program. I was one of 18 students. Hey, and computer science program developed. Hey, you take that computer science program and you learn something good, because computers and electricity, it seems to be the way of the future. It's making the from a personal standpoint, it makes it really, really, really hard to work on cars with all the new things coming with vehicles and electrification. It's not the same as it used to be. Sometimes you almost have to be a computer engineer just to work on some of the stuff. Sometimes you don't, but sometimes you do nowadays.
There's 0215 CFA for weather.
I know we're watching the weather. Pretty good lightning this evening.
Left at Charlie.
Dude, pilot, good evening.
Juliet to the ramp.
Charlie and Juliet to the ramp, Riverjet 19. Do you want me to stay with you?
You just stay with me.
Sounds good, thank you. Have a good night.
Here, Ramonis. Oh man, you know what else is funny too? I know we talk about some personal things here on the show. Miss Carolina is another one of those ones that absolutely hates hearing herself talk. She cannot stand to hear herself talk on any level. If she's ever on the show, she'll be like, shut that off. And so you guys got to know, I'm not a very outgoing person. Like,
Can you repeat that?
you put me here on the show, I can talk to you guys. No big deal. There's nobody here. You put me with people that I see every day at work, fine. But you put me in a situation where I don't know anybody, and it's over. Like, I can't. Absolutely cannot. Too self-conscious. Wow, that was a pretty one. Oh, there is another one popping off to the west now. Looks like it's just west of Durham.
5 tower, winds, calm, runway 23 left, clear lane.
But yeah, I don't know. It took me a long time to get used to hearing myself talk, and it took me a long time to stand up here and be a part of this show. It's like I said, I'm not an outgoing person at all when it comes to talking to new people. Like, if you come up here and if you come up here and you're like, hey, I'm so-and-so, I will be just as awkward as can be. I'm in person, awkward as all get out. And I'm trying to translate that over, doing the show. I don't feel as awkward unless I really start messing up, like on those nights where I'm really tired and I just want to give up. And I'm like, all right, you know what? We're going to enjoy the rest of this show in silence. I'm not talking. But those types of nights, I'm like, all right. But I enjoy being able to talk to you guys. And I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I try to be as fun as I can. Even when, like what day was that? Was that Tuesday? We were having problems with the internet and I was getting frustrated, but I was still like trying to be as fun as I could be. But no. I have to say, doing this show, some of you guys already know this, but doing this show has really opened me up quite a bit. Even my mother-in-law was like, you've really changed since you started doing this show. So she knows how I was, how I am, when I get the opportunity to be. The campus I'm on is west. So you're on the campus over here closest to the airport.
Tower, winds 2305, runway 23.
Yeah, I try to make sure that the shows are calm and relaxing, especially when it comes to these later shows like tonight. Try to make sure that we're still having a good time, but we're kind of calm.
Eastern 7 Eastern, 9 Eastern for the Eastern region, available on non-flight service for thunderstorms.
And everybody's going to bed and traffic's about to pick up. A lot of folks dipping out. You're going to miss out. It's going to get busy again, I think. Again, a lot of planes holding, possibly diversions, all the things. Lots of planes on the ground here.
675 right Alpha 2, taxi Alpha the ramp. Have a good night.
Maybe we don't have that much coming in. What? This is a lot like it was on Thursday. The American Bare Metal retro livery coming in. American Airlines 1566. That one's still 25 minutes out. It'll be hard to see that one regardless.
682 Delta, stand by. I gotta make one more call, sorry.
Should have a meet and greet. You know what? Somebody else said that I should have a meet and greet. And we may actually be able to pull that off. So, coming up soon, by the way, the 5th of September, for anybody who's new here, the 5th of September is our 3-year anniversary of this show and this channel.
Delta, Raleigh,
Now,
Tower, fly runway
that is
heading,
also
runway 23
Labor Day weekend, 3-day weekend. I will not be here. I will be.
aircraft calling again.
Let me rephrase that. I will be on the air, but I will not be here on the air. I'm trying to make that one of my travel weekends coming up.
Runway 23 right, taxi Bravo.
But I should have done it that weekend, shouldn't I? Should have done a meet and greet that weekend.
Whiskey Raleigh ground after the E175 off your right. Runway 23 right, taxi Bravo.
Might have to do one in Charlotte too one day. Because I know we got a lot of folks who watch from the Charlotte area.
Yep, Shamrock 9 Hotel Whiskey, you can make a left when you can and taxi via Bravo to the right.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea, Michael. If we could get... If I could set up a map... Yeah. Sorry, I can't talk. If I could set up a map where you guys could go in and put in your pin, like your city, that would be kind of cool. I can't ever remember where you guys are from.
Got a couple aircraft on Bravo.
But that's just, you know, my memory is horrible.
Out of back 682 Delta, contact departure.
Departure, I'm getting
Oh yeah, there's a storm popping off to the west again. Ooh, that was a good one. Dang it, we missed it. Iceland,
American 979.
pushing back at the bottom of your screen.
Bravo 4, taxi Bravo to the ramp.
Left Bravo 4, Bravo to the ramp, American 979.
Yeah, we'll have to... Hey, there's Shamrock. Aer Lingus pushed back as well. Iceland pushed back our last two internationals tonight. Again, all delayed due to the storm coming through here.
JetBlue 2286, I'm going to take you a different way back to ramp so you're not against the grain.
No, they're having departures, but they're very, very slow. We're about to get busy again. That's why everybody who left the chat here, left the show, they're going to miss out because it's going to get busy again. There is Shamrock.
And 1975, good evening, 1220 at 4, runway 23 right.
Joshua, it is funny that you should say that. Because
210, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Not about Lexus. I did have a dream one night though. So you know all these new cars and their beep beep shenanigans, right? I had a dream one night and I could I don't know what I was dreaming about, but I could hear that beeping in my dream and it woke me up. True story. True story. Have no idea what I was dreaming about, but I heard the beep and I was like, what? Where am I?
Somebody heavy calling?
I woke up and I was in my bed. So that is a true story. I don't have nightmares about cars. I have cars that are nightmares to work on sometimes. But, you know. All right, we got a departure coming our way. Lightning's still off in the back.
Grant 4596 Tower, good evening. The wind 220 at 4, runway 23 right, clear to land. Start reducing the final now. I've got one departure. Got to get out ahead of you. American 2443, contact departure. We'll see you.
Good day, American 2443.
I am a mechanic. Yeah, work for a local dealership here in the area.
222 Hotel Lima, Raleigh ground, taxi up 2, hold short of Juliet, land runway 23 left.
Been there quite a while. Iceland in this Max, the yellowtail, getting ready for departure. Hopefully we'll see that one light up quite significantly. All right, here we go. We got, who do we got coming in? Looks like we got United. United 1975 coming in from Newark, New Jersey. An hour and 28 minutes of flight time for the 737 MAX. 2 years of age. Delivered back in June.
Alpha Mike, right turn Alpha
2024.
Delta Juliet to the ramp with me. Have a good one.
Next arrival is going to be Republic Airways 4596 coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. An E175 delivered back in May 2007.
Number 2 Hotel Lima, 23 left, exit there, Juliet 2, go straight across Juliet, left turn Alpha. Got a 1975, left turn Bravo 4, right turn Bravo, contact ramp tower, we'll see you.
Bravo 4, right Bravo, over to ramp.
Since I've started doing the show and things, I've toyed around with working, wanting,
runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
possibly working on airplanes, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of fun, but here, you can't do it here. I mean,
1518 tower, good evening.
maybe you can. I don't know how much maintenance goes on here at the airport as far as working on airplanes goes. But I feel like you'd need to be closer to maybe a hub where they have the big, the big hangars. Because right now, you get over there on the East Ron, and there's planes over there that they replace engines on. I've seen them replace engines down in front of the observation deck. Raleigh doesn't have any big hangars for any kind of maintenance type work. There's that tail. That's what we were looking for. As we hear the Mad Max firing engines.
Number 2 Hotel Lima, you guys ready to roll? 222
You heard
fly runway heading, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
The pushback clearance for UPS back to Louisville. That A300 coming up in just a few minutes. There's our American Eagle departure.
Rock 9 Hotel Whiskey Roger, I'll get you going after this next arrival.
Again, we're waiting on Shamrock. Shamrock's out at the end of the runway. And again, as you guys saw a moment ago, Iceland. This one doesn't have the pretty LEDs to light up the tail tonight.
4563, contact departure. We'll see you now.
Iceland with the LED lights have to be one of my favorites. Brought my heart rate down to 78. Was it the meds or Brian? Thank you so much, Eddie. Yeah, you got to be certified and all the things.
Hot 6, who are you? Sir, 20 ground, 23 right, Foxtrot, Bravo 9.
I used to love working on cars, and I still do. Time to time, depending on what it is.
Push back on the house, approved plan 23
but
left.
sometimes, like with anything else, working on cars can get frustrating. And 9 times out of 10, it's not even the work that's frustrating.
Number 2 Hotel Lima, turn right heading 320. American 3008 ground, I'll be back with you momentarily. JetBlue 2286, just hold short of Fox. I'm going to clear some of the ramp out, then I get you over there.
Another storm popping off right over here.
Left turn there, right turn Bravo, contact ramp tower.
As we wait on Shamrock to get ready to go.
Right Bravo over to ramp yard. 50 or 45 minutes.
Get 2 Hotel Lima, contact departure, we'll see you.
Departure Hotel Lima, take care.
See, Breeze, I'm telling you, Breeze Airways misses us when we can't see both runways. Breeze Airways making their way down the hill. We've seen 2 of them tonight. No Southwest.
Right, Bravo, short of Bravo 8.
Southwest must not miss us as much as Breeze does. It is Breeze, right? No, that's a JetBlue. Where did he come from? That was the one that was sitting out there on the taxiway earlier. He must have went up just between UPS
they're waiting
and
for you. You can keep
the
it going.
GA stuff. Have me DoorDash dinner soon. That would be cool. Yes, maintenance costs on vehicles is outrageous. Doesn't really matter the brand lately. We're definitely noticing a big difference due to it. All right, Shamrock back to Ireland. The XLR.
JetBlue 2286, keep away American there, left to right, continue Charlie Bravo, hold short of Bravo 4. Short of Bravo 4.
JetBlue hanging out there.
Shamrock 9 Hotel Whiskey, nicely done. Contact departure, we'll see you.
Nicely done. Delta 1518 coming in from Atlanta. This will be my flight again in a couple of weeks. So anybody wanting a new vehicle coming out of Japan lately or coming up soon is going to have issues. I heard they're going to have a little bit of a shortage on vehicles due to that earthquake there in Japan, by the way. JetBlue back to the gate. Making that hard, sad left turn back to the gate.
Yeah, there's not much down there. That'll be fun. Delta 1518, left Bravo 4, right Bravo, contact ramp tower. We'll see you.
Alright, left Bravo 4, right Bravo, and ramp Delta 1518.
With 2286, just keep away the Delta exiting there. He's going to join the same direction on Bravo. Continue via Bravo, contact ramp tower. We'll see you.
New thermostat, radiator, and new belt. Yeah, it's expensive,
4560,
unfortunately.
tower, are you with me?
So the gain is up.
Tango 6 Bravo.
The gain, the camera is as bright as it will go. By the way, this weekend coming up. Well, we'll talk about it. I was gonna say this weekend coming up will probably be the last hoorah for this camera.
What's your absolute time?
Will I get another camera right away?
Yeah, it'll be about 20,
I don't know.
but you'll be in the air, wheels in the well.
The camera that would be perfect for the nighttime stuff is...
You're 4596, you with me?
Oh, I hate to say, but out of reach at the moment. Maybe. We'll see.
Delta 1518, ground.
Yeah, they're saying that...
I do have the other camera ready to go, though, by the way. So if we want to go back to the old, to the camera that we were using originally, we will absolutely do that, of course.
Monitor to the tower there, does that make sense?
Say that one more time.
Keep going down Bravo, left Echo, left Fox, short of Tango 1.
Alright, Bravo Echo Fox short of Tango 1, Delta 1518.
Yes, sir, 820, you're number 1, you ready to roll? Sierra 20 Tower, fly runway heading runway 23 right.
Eric, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah. Warranty work.
3008, follow the ICR up to the end there.
Warranty work stinks.
PSL 75 headed ground 23 right, Foxtrot short of Bravo 9, or Juliet Foxtrot short of Bravo
All
9.
right, UPS heavy coming up. That one is our scheduled final departure of the evening. We do have the American Bare Metal retro livery coming in from Miami. That one arriving in just 5 minutes. Will you guys be able to see it? No, probably not. But yeah, sadly the camera is up as bright as it'll go. I'm not a huge fan of the camera. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. On Monday, I'm going to get through Charlotte this weekend with it, and then
yes you do, runway 23 left via Alpha.
I'm going to continue my email communications. And
5184, you'll follow the American main line at the end.
see what we can do. Although I will miss this magnificent
Please.
zoom. I guess the gain's not up all the way. Let's see. Whoops. That is not what I wanted.
2393 ground 23 right, Foxtrot Bravo 9.
So right there, that is as bright as the camera goes.
Runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Left 210, clear takeoff, runway 23 right.
Iceland, back to Reykjavik. And by the way, too, everything looks better on my end. I noticed it. I notice it all the time. Like the quality looks great on my end, but for whatever reason, it does not translate to you guys at home. And then part of it is the internet itself. The internet giving us shenanigans, and then
contact departure.
the computer giving us shenanigans too. Not being able to set our performance up as high as we want to. High altitude spotting. I would be open to that. I am looking for something that is way better at night because we spend half the year in the dark. And all the reviews and everything that I read on this camera, they're like, oh yeah, it's great at night. I get out here to do shows, and for doing what we're trying to do, it's not great. But Monday, I will continue my email chain about what to do with this thing. Ooh, the lightning in the background. I do like the smoothness of it, and I do like, well, technically there is no smoothness of it, because it doesn't have any stabilization terminal, but
American 3008 heading
the
210,
zoom.
contact
I
departure.
absolutely love the zoom of this camera. But it is what it is.
Number 5184,
Understand why
3 more
they've
minutes, you'll be on
not
your way.
gotten nailed wage and hour divisions for underpay. Trust me, Eric. Yeah.
Ground Delta 1518, we're about to hold short of Tango 1. They said they're ready for us.
Perfect, Delta 1518, just do whatever ramp says. We'll see you.
Sometimes it depends on what dealer you work for and stuff. Like our flag hour stuff is pretty decent depending on what it is. Now, if it's an oil change, when I went to school the last time, I was talking to some of the technicians at school, and you know, we all talk. We're like, hey, how much do you get paid for such and such at your store, and this, that, and the other. They
good evening, wind 180 at 6, runway 23 right, clear to land, 1 departure prior to your arrival.
Eric, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do next. I'm going to rent the camera that I want. But anyway, talking about flag hours and work, they talking about some of the things, and they're just like, really? And it's dealer by dealer. It's not everybody. It's not a thing. And so, you know, they're like, wow, really? That's all you get for such and such? It's like, yeah. And then they generally start laughing. So so
two
it's
on set.
based dealer by dealer, store by store.
Zeus 2-1 tower.
But again, like I said, it's not everything.
Zeus 2-1, taxiway Zulu, clear for takeoff, echo outbound approved, remain south of 23 left at all times.
Dude, what, $105 per hour? Absolutely. You don't even want to know what we charge. Labor rate. Promise you, you don't. Our labor rate is quite high. But it goes along with all other manufacturers in the area, and weirdly. I mean, I guess you got to stay competitive with labor rates, but it's a whole lot of things, right? Labor rates, parts,
CB Foxtrot. Southwest 3899, heading 210.
everything's expensive. But yeah, that's a really good labor rate, not gonna lie.
Contact departure, we'll see you.
That is a really, really good labor rate. I would take every one of my vehicles to that store. What is that? Let's see, is the camera high enough? Speaking of cars. Ah, it's the electric BMW.
2855 ground.
Along with the Tesla.
Approved, plan 23 left.
Ooh, speaking of which, I gotta go get gas when I get done here.
I'm
just thinking about getting a pizza when I get done.
From now, correct?
Give me a little personal pan pizza over at the
Give
Galleria.
a shout. He'll check it for you to see if there's anything sooner. But you can still push if you like. Yep.
So right now I am using the I am using my phone tonight instead of our main Wi-Fi, because I wanted to test something, and it has been the network. Now that it has cooled off significantly, it's a little bit slower bouncing around, but it is still bouncing back and forth.
0220 for
there are a lot of things, like with the internet, I need to, if I were able to bump it up where it should be, you guys will see in Charlotte, I'll be able to bump it up to whatever I want to bump it up to, hopefully. Here at RDU, the signal is just not good enough in the summer. Come fall and winter, when things cool down consecutively, I won't have a problem.
Then a right turn on Bravo. Contact the ramp tower.
But the cell phone is doing the same exact thing as our main Wi-Fi. There is the bare metal from Miami. Coming up next, our final departure of the evening, our final scheduled departure. I don't know how many's out there, but UPS coming up next. Are they delayed? 3.5 hours of labor, and it was $600. Not too bad. Yeah, so ours is right at about $200. Yeah, it's like it's like $2 less than $200, I think.
Delta 2699, continue there, Foxtrot.
I remember when I first started, it was only $150.
I'll make you next.
Should send me a pizza one night a week. That would be good. That would be cool.
Bravo.
The problem is I don't think you could deliver it into the. I don't think they'll deliver it into the parking garage. All right, UPS.
Delta 2393,
off to Louisville.
A couple minutes for wake turbulence. Zeus 21, leaving the Charlie. Freak change approved. We'll see you.
Got a couple more headed out for departure, maybe? Maybe we'll stick around for those departures.
US 1275, heavy contact departure. We'll see you.
Good departure, UPS 1275 Heavy, good day.
One of those is being towed to the gate, or towed to the west run, it looks like. The other one looks like it might be out for departure. I think there's only one out there, maybe two. All right, UPS 1275 Heavy off to Louisville. A300 freighter. That one 22 years of age, delivered back in March of 2004. FedEx popping up on flight radar. They are a little bit late leaving. $75. Oh man, I know you could actually get your car worked on.
South 2393, caution my turbulence of an Airbus, heavy Airbus 300 departed, turn left heading 210, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Yep. Eric, I absolutely, I feel that pain.
That's correct.
And then you get, like, I don't want to talk too much about this, but then you get like certain people that get what us technicians call gravy work. And then it just, you know, they're walking away with
Thank you.
fat pockets. But anyway, the automotive industry as a whole is quite interesting. And I think it'll only continue to get more interesting as time goes on. Looks like we've got a 737 up for departure. I think we'll wait for that Delta departure as long as it's not delayed, and then we shall call it an evening.
Delta 2699, Tower, you guys ready to roll?
We are ready, Delta 2699.
Delta 2699, Tower, fly runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading 23 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2699.
Break air 4560, join Bravo 9, hold short of runway 23 right. Delta 2393, contact departure, we'll see you.
Full departure, Delta
We don't.
2699.
Team leads don't mess with too much. Like, they hand out stuff, but
2135 ground, give me one moment to get company out of there.
like
off of,
used
the gate
cars,
next to you,
used
then I'll
cars
get you
and
out there.
stuff. But other than that, that all from I don't understand how the system works, but that's all worked off of coding type deals. Like, whatever your coding is set to is somehow what you get.
United Tower ground.
And if you have service advisors that don't write them up right, you know.
All right, United Tower, proceed Foxtrot Charlie, hold short of Juliet.
We're such a big shop, it's hard to focus on too much of that stuff. Like, we have, you know, every guy gets assigned their deals, right? Like, you get certain people who are good at different things, and that's what they do. So that's kind of where we're at as far as the way things work for us for the most part. Like, if you're good at certain skill sets, then typically that's what you kind of get.
55, runway 23 left,
And it was more so like that when we were on a different pay scale. So like everybody was, you know, you did what you were good at. Because we all got paid regardless. But anyways, all right, you guys, that was the final departure for the evening. We are done. I'm trying to think, do we have anything? I don't really have anything to focus on tonight, do we? Well, thank you all once again for hanging out with me tonight. Nice stormy evening here at the airport. Hold on.
2135, push back
There
on
we
house
go.
approved, plan 23 left.
So again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out, listening to me chit chat. Again, kind of slow, so that makes it where we're at with that. When we get slow, we talk.
United, so are you going to Terminal 1 North or Terminal 1 South? Okay, roger, thank you.
So just one more reminder, Charlotte this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Should be a good time, hopefully. Hope to see everyone watching the show. Got another departure coming up. Gonna make a little bit of noise. Looks like an American Eagle E175. Glad you all enjoyed tonight's show. Again, apologies about this internet. Travel this weekend down to Charlotte. I think I'm gonna have Miss Carolina try to work on that Saturday morning on the way down. See if we can't get something done. If I can't get anything done with it, then we'll. I have to sit down and call them probably Monday evening, because I think they might actually be open. They're on Central Standard Time, so they might be open until 7 p.m. So I should be able to
United, so
get it fixed
Charlie
on Monday.
Alpha.
I thought they closed at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I was like, that's why I was like, oh, I can't ever get time to give them a call. So Monday we'll handle that. We'll also handle other things with send some emails out. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed it tonight's show. Glad I could give you guys a little bit of insight into YouTube. I like to do that with you guys every once in a while. Sometimes you guys ask good questions, especially on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Don't particularly talk about it too much on Sundays. So if you guys like information and a little more personal type deals, feel free to watch Tuesdays and Thursdays. 431 likes tonight. Greatly appreciate that as well. Again, I hope you all have enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and we will see you in Charlotte on Saturday. I don't have a start time yet. Look for us around 11, 12 o'clock. Like I said, I want to head over to the Sullenberger Museum. I plan on leaving really, really early on Saturday morning. But plan for 11, 12-ish. Be an 8-hour day. Different location than what you guys are used to. If you guys have been with the show long enough to know where we go typically in Charlotte, it's going to be a little bit different this weekend. Again, hope you all enjoyed tonight's show. We will see you in Charlotte. Good night, everybody.